Hopefully you've had a chance to look through some landscape images and have decided which ones you'd like to use for your island form. My recommendation is to look for images where the landscape appears up close, as if you could just reach through the picture and touch it. You may need to even crop the photo so that the foreground ends up right at the bottom of your frame. You will have two images to work with, one which will represent the top of your island form and the other which will represent the bottom. Remember that we're trying to achieve an isolated desert island feel. What kind of environment would you like to show through your collage? To create a floating island effect, it would be useful to find a rock-like formation to represent the bottom of this island, as if it's been ripped out of the earth. Use the Open Image as Layer function to bring the second image into the same project window as the first. Try to visualize where you will be cutting through your image to create the island form. You can follow the natural contours of your landscape image or try to create a new path through it. Use the polygonal lasso tool to cut through the image once you have decided on the path through it. You can use the eraser at a later stage to clean up any mistakes that you may have made while cutting through the image. It will take some time to plot the points of your lasso tool. Remember that you'll need to circle back to the beginning in order to complete the selection. Copy and paste your selection, and then repeat for the second image. In order to piece together your island form, you will need to rotate the rock formation. Select the layer, choose Edit, Transform, and then Rotate. You can change the size of your canvas if things are getting a little tight. Go to Page and set page size. I've adjusted my settings to leave plenty of room around the top, bottom, and the sides of my image. The canvas will be expanded from the center of the canvas, where the blue square is indicating that. Move the layer with the top part of your island to the topmost part of the layers panel. It makes more sense to have this part of your island overlap the bottom of your island. Look to see what other adjustments you may need to make. You can use the eraser tool to fine-tune your image, and the opacity tool can be used to see through parts of your image as you are trying to line up the island form. This will help you to cut through parts that you don't need. I highly recommend shading to bring out the form of your island. This can help create a unified and realistic look. In order to shade effectively, select the pixels on the layer you wish to shade. You'll notice the selection line appear around your image. When you go to shade, you'll be limited to shading within that selected line, rather than shading beyond the image. Choose the drawing tool, make sure you have black selected as the color, and then make sure that you have a soft brush. I selected 100 as the brush size, and then played around with the opacity, using a range from about 10 to 15. It will depend on your needs. Notice that I keep my shading to the edges, and I repeat for the bottom part of my island. You should be able to see the results pretty quickly, and I hope that this will give you a great start for the rest of your collage.